Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Fellows in Arms. It's been a long year, as you could see from the year in review video made by Akiosho. If you don't know who that is, then shame on you. You should know him. With me tonight, we're going to be a two-man cast and a co-host. It is Pineapple Freak. Hey, Pineapple.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. I am the Pineapple Freak.
Yeah, I'm really excited for tonight because we've been working really hard to show you a lot of things tonight. There's a lot of things that we haven't shown before. There's a lot of announcements coming up. People are going to show some greeting videos. It's going to be great. So I hope you guys are excited for this. Yeah, if you didn't notice that in the beginning, it also said that we had a $300 donation, which is it's amazing. And if you guys, if you don't know who that is Robotoboy, and Robotoboy was someone who was on the Fellows in Arms cast 3 episodes, I believe. Now, and it feels such like a long time ago. Just like thinking back, that's like, I don't know, that was in June, July or something. I can't even remember when we started, but we're really appreciative of what Robotoboy donated, and no matter what's happened, with the money that we get, we can do more things for the community, including these kind of things.
We can buy a ton of pineapple.
Yeah.
Sure.
We'll just stash them up in a corner or somewhere.
That would be ideal. If not, we can, maybe put the money towards other stuff. I don't know.
No, maybe we could have like a custom-made Pineapple Pro controller or something. Or wait, no. You already have your Xenoblades controller.
I do have my Xenoblade. Oh, Pineapple Glass, though.
Wait, do you drink out of that? Oh, cool.
What? Yeah.
Nothing.
Drink out of it. Good.
Yeah, okay, so guys, for tonight's episode, this is kind of like a special episode where we'll do some announcements here and there, and then we'll talk in between those. So we have some topics lined up for you guys, but we'll do all of the categories that I'm showing here on the screen, which is going to be interesting. There were several hundreds of people who have been voting in this, and just so you guys know, there's no jury or anything. It's the community who has voted all of these winners. So unfortunately, we didn't have a prize, but that's not the focus here. Maybe you could tell them the focus, Pineapple. I know you wanted to say something.
Yeah. So, oh man, my dog is in the background. I apologize.
It's okay. We don't hear them.
So, So basically, we wanted to do this as Fellows in Arms because we do a lot of stuff already, and it's not like we are doing the Arms Community Awards today instead of something else that we've been doing. We still have a lot of other things in the works, and we just wanted to do this for the community to kind of acknowledge the fact that we do have a lot of great community members who cover a variety of categories and talents, and we want to recognize that. And I know there's a lot of artists and stuff that we've not been able to include, and that's unfortunate, like Hadria as an artist and Cookies as a cosplayer. And maybe in the future, if we do another one of these, we could include everyone. But this was kind of just sort of to just try to, give recognition where recognition is due to a lot of these awesome people in the community.
Yeah. So. And I think, and also, it's a new year, so it's like, exactly. If we want to do something 2017, we should do it now.
Yeah, this is the end of the year, like just past the 6-month anniversary of Arms. I know, a little bit early, but hey, we're just having fun. We're doing this for the community, and we're happy to do it.
Yeah, I also see Tented Man in chat also, by the way. Hi, Tented Man. So the first topic we had lined up for tonight was just talking a bit about 5.1 because, or 5.0. Whoa, yeah, I have the secret leaks here, guys. No, 5.0. Yeah, because it came out, I think, just after the last episode which we had with the streamers. So we haven't really had any chance to talk about it. And the biggest things were Coil getting released with the 3 new arms and name redacted, which is really awkward to say.
I think that's amazing. When you go into a tournament and you're like, yeah, the stage is name redacted. We're like, no. Yeah. Tell us what it is. We want to know. Like, no, that's the stage name. I promise you.
I wonder if they actually will update that, at some point.
No, they're not. They're not. That's going to be the name.
But that's actually one of the biggest questions for, the entire update, which was really kind of for me it was very kind of dramatic. Just the entire, like, I got a message saying, like, oh, defer, there's someone saying in Japanese that there's no more updates, and then I'm just like scrambling to like check social media and like checking with the community and everything. I don't like. I feel like we have been able to kind of confirm what's going on now, or do you agree? I don't know. Like,
I mean, I think that there's kind of a consensus that this very well could be the last update. And I think that either way, if there are no more major updates for ARMS, if there are, the game is still strong and still going to be, you know, we're obviously going to still grow the community and be a good fighting game. If there's more content, I don't know. But I don't think that's going to stop anyone. And I think that, you know, if they said this is the last update, we're not going to get any more characters or ARMS. For being a fighting game, there's a lot to uncover. There's a lot of tech that we're going to discover, a lot of characters that still aren't necessarily seen a lot of use. So I don't think there's a problem with that.
Yeah. Like, I think most of us has already, like, forgotten about Bite and Bark. I don't think I've seen him in, like, such a long time.
Just our friend Jane and I. That's it.
Yeah. But, and I think... No, but I definitely agree about that, because I read a tweet, I think the Akio posted it earlier today, which was just like, you know, all of his research for the meta finally means something if they don't change everything every month.
Yeah, no, exactly. If this is the final update and this is what we have to work with, I think that we'll kind of start developing that meta further, and then, you know, in months and even years, we'll see that continue to change and grow.
Yeah.
And
although
fill out those roles.
Although, I mean, I'm not against more content. If they...
No, we're not. We're not against more content. Nintendo, if you're listening, if you're watching this, give us more content, please. Pay you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still curious because, so in episode, I think it was episode 4, we had Isaac on the stream.
Yeah.
And I think back then we did the leaks for ARMS, basically, that he and the Gold Flame had, they had data mined the game, and they found this list that everyone has been sharing with, and there are some names that I still am wondering about. Some names I'm kind of sure of, I feel.
Yeah.
Like, I still think it's funny. I saw someone post on Facebook, like, guys, there's something in the code that's mentioning a twin tail. It's like, who could that be? But where there were some characters like Scroll in particular, which I'm really curious about and hoping that that could be something.
There was like Sumo, which we haven't seen a character necessarily, you know, relating to that, and then there was Coil, which is pretty obvious.
Yeah. No, but I think whatever they choose to do, I think as long as we support it, there will be stuff coming out. And, like, I'm even getting hype for the, like, future of outside of ARMS, involving ARMS. Like, there was a lot of people on ARMS Central today talking about Smash and, like, how will ARMS be in Smash? And it's like, ooh, we get the character, like, in the other game. It's, I don't know, that makes me just giddy talking about it.
I know, yeah.
Oh yeah, and as Akio mentions in chat, the manga coming out in like some month as well.
Yeah.
The real lore with 999 fighters or whatever they said.
Yeah, Springman goes against 599 fighters.
599.
Not 900. We don't want to go too far.
But it's still pretty much. So how have you been feeling about the update, like in terms of the content that has been released, Pineapple? I know that you have been like labbing a lot. You usually do that, but you know, with this update in particular, like how have you been feeling about Coil as a character?
So again, I mean, the update came out like a week ago now, and I think it's difficult to say if Dr. Coil is like a meta character and if she's going to be like one of the most used in tournaments and stuff yet. I know a lot of people like Gore, S3, Glassove, Adrian. A lot of people have been using her and doing very well with the character, getting really good results already. And again, I think with a lot of the things, when Matsango came out, Lollipop came out, it takes a while for two things to happen. One, for the players using the character to get good with her and understand how they work. And then two, for people to fight against them and figure out how you get around them. So as those two kind of develop, I think we'll see where Dr. Coyle fits into like sort of the meta. But I think that her kit and the fact that she's kind of has this weird aerial movement puts her in a very good place compared to like Lola Pop or Masango who came out. And then in terms of the arms are excellent. I think that they all work really well on a lot of characters. I know everyone's been cursing me out for using the bird chuck on Kid Cobra because it's really good. And then the Lockjaw is sort of this really weird, different heavy arm that we've never seen before. And I think that will start as people try to use that. They might see some more use, some more tech come out of it. And then with the stage, the name Redacted, no one really likes it. It's a very difficult stage. I personally think it's a fun and enjoyable stage. I know we'll talk about competitive or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Nonetheless, I think the stage is cool. It does something different that we've never seen before in terms of those like moving punching bags and then the conveyor belt, which are awesome mechanics. I think if anything, the map does feel a little cramped because of all the stuff that's going on.
I think I realized yesterday I was playing some friendlies with Akio actually, and there were some really janky stuff happening when you're grabbing someone. I saw a tweet video about it too. Like if someone gets grabbed and then one of these like moving pillars comes between you, then you just like both go into the pillar, and it's just like really. I think at one point Akio grabbed me and threw me, but we were right next to one of the pillars, so the camera just like went underneath me and just pointed like upwards, like to the ceiling, and I just got really confused of what was happening. So I think it's a fun stage, like definitely. In terms of stuff happening, I think I could definitely see it for new players. Be like, I can stand on this little treadmill thing and things are happening. I think that dynamic actually works.
For sure.
But as for, I don't know, I think at least in the West that it's not going to be played a lot.
I agree, and I think that with other unpopular stages that come out or have been in rotation, a lot of it has to do with there are ways to work around the stage. You just have to learn them by playing it, figuring it out. So,
but in terms of the arms, for me at least, I actually felt really stupid because it took like a couple of days before I realized that the Lockjaw was a heavy arm. And I kept punching into it with like my roaster, and I was just like, "Why is it immune to this or something?" And then I went to the menu. I was like, "Oh man, I'm stupid." But in terms of movement, I was really I saw. Oh man, I've been too much on Twitter these days. But Traplord was doing some amazing. I think that might have been the thing you mentioned earlier with the aerial movement. He was just basically dodging the attacks by just floating away from them, which looked really cool and really annoying as a ground-born springman.
Exactly.
But I'm curious to see where it takes us, and especially now going into 2018 to see like when the meta really starts to develop, basically.
I agree.
It like I'm so, because there's so many games where it's just like you disregard a certain character or you disregard a certain tactic, and then you never believe that they will do something. Then one random person steps in and they just change everything. So I'm really hoping that someone could do that for. I don't know, like Springtron, for example. He just came and disappeared. Maybe someone will pick him up and come back.
No, I agree. Exactly.
We won't. I think we could discuss this update for hours on end if we wanted to. But we're actually going to move into the the first video or category. Sorry. And before that, we have a video, a greeting from Linkable, and then we're going to introduce the nominees for the most exemplary community members. And we have a special guest with us. You might have seen it in the GIF that we posted a day ago, but I think it hasn't been leaked. I'm really hyped to show it, so I hope you are too. But first, we're going to check out a video made by Linkable to everyone else in the community. So we'll be right back after that. So see you guys soon.
Hey everyone, this is Linkable, and I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's. This community has been one of the best highlights for me this year, and I wish that next year it will be even better. Thank you everyone. Have a great day.
Whoa, didn't expect me, did you? Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the ARMS Community Awards 2017, presented by Fellows in Arms. My name is Biff, the ARMS League commentator, and I'll be your presenter for tonight's categories. Hope you're excited for this one. The nominees for the most exemplary community members are the positive and energetic streamer, Koo. The top player, caster, and backroom admin, Pineapple Freak. The creator of Beautiful Arms and Arms Punch Club, Rich Mister. And the floating head and tournament organizer, Scrimps.
All right, I hope you like that. I've been trying to keep that as a secret as long as I could. But yeah, we have Biff with us tonight, doing some introductions of the nominations, and he's going to be here for most of them. So I hope you guys are excited. Yeah, he's a cool little guy. He's too short though, so I had to jump up on that thing to actually be seen.
Had to do what we had to do.
Yeah, so just going over kind of the most exemplary community member and what that is and what our thought of that was, is basically there's a lot of people in this community that do a lot of good things, and a lot of people are so good, like they're really, really good, and I really wanted to showcase them and show others, examples to be led by. And I've seen, I've asked people for nominees for this category, but they were kind of obvious to me. And Pineapple is here, is one of them.
I am.
And Koo, if people doesn't know or don't know about Koo is a guy in the Japanese community who's very much so. He was the first link between the Japanese and Western community, and he also has helped us a lot to kind of get to know it a bit more. I don't think we would know the Japanese community as we do now if we had his connection. And besides that, he has done a lot of kind of, local tournaments, streams, and getting people excited. And then maybe you could introduce Scrimps a bit for those who don't know. Probably most of you guys know, but Pineapple, you can.
Yes. Yeah. So if you guys don't know Scrimps started streaming like pretty soon after ARMS started, and he's run. I think he did a tweet a while back. He ran like 46 tournaments in 2017, all online, which is just mind-blowing for what he's done. And he has really helped the community in terms of getting some Twitch presence by doing weekly streams on a consistent basis. He's known for his floating head because he just has the green screen and the t-shirt, which is awesome. And he's been a great friend of mine in the community in terms of just talking about growing the community and helping everyone out, being a positive influence. So it's been awesome to work with him and just be his friend. And
I definitely agree. He has been very supportive for me too, as we are both of us are doing a lot of these kind of content stuff. So shout outs to Scrimps as well. Rich Mister, I feel like a lot of people might not know who he is. People might know Arms Punch Club, but not Rich Mister. But Rich Mister is also one of those, just like whatever he does is really positive. Like, I don't know, he just seems happy about everything. So, and I really love that. And he has been, helping a lot with the community, especially in the UK.
Yeah.
Giving people a home, getting them nice and comfy for the competitive scene and the darkness. No, I'm kidding. But and just like doing the lobbies that he does. Like he did these lobbies every Tuesday where people could join him, and then he would upload the VODs to YouTube to just give us content.
Yeah, which is awesome to see. I mean, more content is always awesome.
And lastly, we have Pineapple Freak, so I can say that. Well, shout out to Pineapple Freak. And why that is because Pineapple has been, as all of these three other people, just a positive energy in this community. And basically, like, this is not going to be too emotional here, but Pineapple, I saw this in the beginning when you were in the community, Pineapple, and so that was like one of the reasons that we wanted you into the Fellows in Arms team. So, and it was so hype when he accepted it. So it's just everything, like all these 4 people are doing so much good for this community. So that's why this category exists. And I hope you're happy that you were nominated, Pineapple.
I am. I'm very happy.
Yeah. So this category was voted by for everyone in the community, and I'll announce the winner for you guys. And so I'll switch to the other scene and show you. The winner for the most exemplary community member is Pineapple Freak. Woo! Yeah.
No. See, I don't know how hype I should be for this because I'm on the stream.
You did well. Like, this might sound, weird since we're doing these categories, but we had no intention of winning them. We're just like, this community is small and we put this together. But Pineapple Freak got a lot of votes when it came to this. It was very close with you and Scrimps because you're the most well-known people.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you have any like victory speech?
Not really. It's just
where's Mango Freak?
Mango Freak is my arch rival. I fight him before this spot, but no. I mean, I'm just really honored to have been nominated, and I know I've been really busy with classes this past semester, and just I work part-time, so pretty much most of my free time, outside of that, has been dedicated to trying to build this community and help the ARMS scene grow, and being a competitive player, and just kind of showing love and kindness towards everyone. And sometimes the ARMS community does get kind of toxic, and debates come up, and I try to at least provide a very logical and rational and just kind mindset towards that. So thank you guys for voting for me. I really appreciate it. It means a lot.
Hats off to you, Pineapple.
Yeah. Thank you.
And I think we'll just keep going with. Otherwise, we'll be stuck here the entire night.
Yes.
We'll keep going to the best tournament organizer. So we'll switch it back over to Biff, who will introduce the nominees for the best tournament organizer.
Yeah.
For best tournament organizer, the nominees are the minds behind the 2G ARMS saga and the 2GGP circuit, 2G Gaming. The creator of the online sensation Up in Arms, Diatonic. And the man behind St. Louis ARMS and Smash Out Hunger 2017, Hanukkah Jamboree. Last but not least, organizer of Ramen Bowl, Mega League Monday and Fight Club, Scrimps.
Okay.
All right. So the nominees are 2G Gaming, Diatonic, Hanukkah Jamboree, and Scrimps. And in this case, I think Hanukkah Jamboree, to disavow any like rumors or anything, he is actually kind of representing STL Arms before Fellows in Arms in this case.
Yeah.
And as it should be, he has been doing such an impeccable job for just STL Arms and showing how good an offline community can be.
Yeah.
I think, and like how, like, it just, I don't know. I remember him talking in, I think it was episode 7 when we had all of us on, and he was just saying these things like, it's simple. Just go there and be there and talk to people. And he's so focused on all of these things. And to me, I went to a Smash local once, and I was like, arms, guys, and no one looked at me. I was like, oh fuck, okay, I'll go home. But Hanukkah just has that passion and spirit where he can just, get people on his side. And you mentioned Screams a bit, and he is of course someone that will be mentioned a lot in this cast because he has been doing so many things. But how many tournaments did he host again? I think I'm not even sure.
I think if the number was correct, he hosted 46 ARMS online tournaments in 2017 from when he started doing like the first Fight Club.
That's
and
crazy.
Which is it's crazy, and I'm sure that Hanukkah has done close, but and Scrimps, for his merit, he's done. He sets aside his Monday and Wednesday nights to basically just stream ARMS and host a tournament, and then do like an after party sort of thing in terms of party lobbies and stuff. And he's done such a good job, with production, making sure that everyone gets some matches streamed, getting a lot of player recognition on Twitch, because not a lot of people knew about a lot of these players until they started playing in Scrims tournaments, and then they kind of got well known from that. So he's done a lot for growing the sort of the online scene.
Yeah, and do you have any like special memories from that? Like all of the, because you've been casting a lot of them. Like, do you have any like top memory of them?
Oh my goodness. I think there was a couple moments, because I started in Fight Club 2, so I was like almost there at the start. I did the second one that he hosted, and I remember one of the crazier moments was when I started just using double boomerangs that everyone knows me for in the ARMS community on stream, and Scrimps, I remember he was just like, what the heck is this? And I was just doing really well with double boomerang, and it was a fun experience to sort of start with that, and then I started talking to him DMs and starting to get to know him. And then when we started co-commentary, there's been so many hilarious moments where me and him just have like such a strong chemistry when we commentate now, and everyone enjoys the kind of banter that we have back and forth. Like when we were talking about tramp action, which is a big thing in the ARMS community now, that Scrimp started, and it was just funny. I remember that moment when Scrimp said that, and then I was like, wait, I think he just said that.
Yeah, he seems to have a lot of those moments. And I think as for the other nominees, 2G Gaming and Diatonic, we can't sleep on them either. Diatonic hasn't been very active as of late, but he was one of the people who pushed ARMS really heavily in the beginning with his Up in ARMS tournaments, doing the trailers, and I think he actually he was the one that made a lot of people famous in the community in one way, because in those tournaments, like, that's how I found Formal Cat, for example. That's how people got to know Small10, who's not playing anymore, but I think probably Gore was in those tournaments as well. Just a lot of people that now, because I have VODs of some of them, and I go back and it's like, wow, were these people playing back then? So he has been doing a lot in the online community, and next year he is actually going into offline events as well with ARMS.
So I think one of the things that Diatonic doesn't get enough credit for is that with Hanukkah and Scrimps, they've hosted like a lot of tournaments, and people may say Diatonic hasn't hosted that many, but you have to understand that those 2DGP tournaments, they have like 120 or so people sometime. And it's so much to manage, and it's really difficult to get those large tournaments up and running and flowing smoothly. And he's done a good job at that. There have been hiccups. Everyone has had hiccups in this community in terms of tournament organization. But he's done a really good job with managing the larger scale ones.
And I think I don't know. I without these tournament organizers, I'm not sure where we would be, basically. So without further ado, maybe we could announce the winner of the best tournament organizer of 2017.
Right.
Maybe you could take it away, Pineapple.
I can do that. All right. So, your best tournament organizer for 2017 is Scrimps.
Woo!
All right, there we go. They said we needed to be a little bit more like uppity.
Yeah.
I tried.
Yeah, you tried to give the hype. It was good.
I did.
Yeah. Now, congratulations to Scrimps.
Yes.
Oh man, people are getting scared in the chat. No, I'm so happy that we have Scrimps on our side, and that we continue to have on our side going into 2018. So
Yes.
guys, if you're not following Scrimps, you definitely should. He is on Twitter, he's on Facebook even with a Scrimps account, which is pretty cool, and he's on Twitch as well. So if you haven't, go and follow that guy.
Yes. I think
Oh yeah, we have an announcement. I wish I had more more sound effects. That was one thing that if I do more episodes next year, I want to have like stuff when we have things coming on. But we have an announcement from us. I think people in the competitive community knows about this since before. But we want to officially kind of recognize that we're doing this and explain what's going on. So, without further ado, I'm going to announce it. So, in the next month, and on January 13th and 14th, we will have a tournament called G7. It's a tournament which it's been stated that it's hosted by us, Fellows in Arms.
Yes.
And I think people are kind of curious to what that means, so I just wanted to kind of, go into the details. Besides the actual, we have a prize pool of $500, which is, crazy for for our standards.
That's insane.
And how's it going with your? Oh yeah, your camera got back on there. So
Yes.
on January 13th and 14th, we will have a tournament, G7 online. You can go on smash.gg and sign up for that. The way that it's going to be, it's that on the 13th, we will have community streams for the tournament, so we'll make sure to have as many games as possible streamed, so we can get that content out there. And on the 14th, we will have a live stream, which will have severely increased production value. I want to stress this. Really. I've been working really hard on these overlays. We're going to try a setup where we can have two casters and watching a separate stream while casting it. It's hard to explain, but in the end, basically, it's going to look and sound more professional. So please, guys, if you haven't done that already, check your schedule and sign up for that shit.
Yeah. I mean, I'm getting the weekend off from work, and I'm gonna be doing my best to help defer out with getting this up and running. That's gonna be a lot of work. But yeah, all the overlays. Like, he shared some of these overlays in our Fellows in Arms chats. It's like crazy. I'm excited.
And I forgot to say it, but you reminded me. Two of the casters that will cast on the final day is, of course, Pineapple and Scrimps. So
we're gonna have a bomb co-commentary. It's gonna be hype.
So that will be on this channel as well. So you don't, please stay hyped for that. And another thing before we switch to the next topic is that yes, we will definitely take a look at lag seriously, and we'll have several admins checking all of these things. So please don't worry about this, and join us for some fun and perhaps money.
I think it'll be awesome.
Yeah. Moving on, we have more categories left. I think we're only done 2. We have 6 left.
Oh my!
The next category is Play of the Year. And, a lot of people were kind of saying, how am I supposed to remember this one game from like 6 months ago? Well, we got you covered.
We know.
Yeah. So actually, this one will be me talking and not Biff. Biff will sit out for this nomination video, but I hope that you will like it anyways. So we'll take a look at the nominees for Play of the Year. So stay tuned, guys, and we'll be back soon. During the first stream crew battle in ARMS, Akiyosho went up against the all-powerful Max Brass Carbo. At the time, Akiyosho had just gotten back from a long break from the game, and was one of the last hopes in the crew battle, versus arguably the strongest member in Team France. The odds were stacked against him, then this happened. Shit! He gets him in mid-air! I'm sorry guys, I just couldn't contain myself, and that's last one there. Oh, this is bad for Akio. He's just one hit away. Oh, he deflects the rush. Oh my god, it's just one hit away from both players. Oh! And he has a rush! He uses the rush in the last seconds. He's 1 pixel of health. There's 3 seconds left. And he gets it! Akiyosho eventually lost the full set, but the comeback and small sliver of hope makes for one of the most hyped plays in ARMS to date. In one of Scrimps' weekly tournaments, Mega League Mondays, Meow stepped up to the plate and pounced his way to the finals, where he was up against one of the strongest springmen in the world, Vertical Hunger. Before the match began, Meow, upon request from the Twitch chat, decided to switch up his game like never before, playing as Master Mummy, Max Brass and Twintel, which led to a 3-0 victory, stunning everyone watching and in so qualifying for one of the plays of the year. Smash Out Hunger was to be the biggest offline ARMS event after the 2G ARMS saga a couple of months earlier. Steelhead, who was previously thought not to be attending the event, signed up in the last minute. Not playing the game for a month didn't seem to faze him, as he went practically undefeated throughout the winners bracket and took the grand finals against Hanukkah Jamboree. Following the victory, he talked directly to the community and viewers, which made for a great moment and one of the plays of the year.
Oh, wow. I am without words. Normally it would just be like a standard, I fought my hardest and I did my best and all that, but this win in particular means a lot to me because, the past few weeks have not been very nice to me at all. Yeah. I've been going through a lot, and I initially wasn't even going to attend this event.
Yeah, I heard.
I was really on the ropes. Life was kicking me left and right. And yesterday, literally last night, I found a way, the circumstances lined up correctly, and I found out that I was actually able to attend.
Yeah,
I wasn't expecting to come here and do so well, so it's really means a lot to me. I'm so glad that St. Louis, Missouri has become an epicenter for ARMS. I really do. Right. And I hope that this tournament can not only propel our own scene, but also move the whole community forward, right? Because we also have another event coming up in 2 weeks, Apollo, still also here in St. Louis. And we also have NEC 17 next week that has ARMS. Or no, maybe it's this week, I don't know. And then we also have EVO Japan.
On the 17th, I think.
Yeah.
Neck.
And then we also have EVO Japan for ARMS. So it's looking really, really good for us. And I'm just happy I could be a part of making this a reality.
Resolve has shown very dominating play in most of the tournaments that he has participated in, and the 4th 2G ARMS circuit would be no exception. In the grand finals, he, the 2nd 2G champion, would face off against Nobi, the 3rd 2G champion. The stakes were high, but in the end, Resolve took a convincing 3-0 against one of the top NA players, and did so in style, easily making it one of the plays of the year. Finally, we have perhaps one of the most incredible moments in ARMS, and also the first. Before the official release of ARMS, Nintendo held an open tournament at E3. In the final top 8, 4 visitors would face off against 4 invited players. Although everyone was new to the game, Cirque showed how fast of a learner he was, as he easily won the tournament. Afterwards, however, he would get challenged by the producer of the game, Kosuke Yabuki. Yabuki showed just how well he knew the game when he finished the match with what was later coined as a term, a Jabuki. This moment changed how many saw ARMS, and makes for one of the best plays of the year.
has a rush attack ready to go here, D1. And you see Zerk is actually jumping a lot, giving a free opportunity for Minion to get the rush. But there's the grab, and that's a free charge for the Dragon. And
My goodness!
we talked about the jungle on the trampoline. We talked about that D1. Unbelievable. Painting an orchestra in the corner with Mr.
All right, and we are back. So
Okay.
that was kind of a showcase for anyone who didn't remember all of the games and moments that have been happening this past year that I wanted to showcase. Of course, there's a lot of moments that you can showcase, and there's a lot of moments that you can miss. But in the end, we have had some spectacular things happening in this game, and I think it's just a testament of, how hype this can be. I know that I remember when the game was released, and people were saying that, this looks boring, and then we had that moment with Akio and Carbo, and I just, in the moment, I was so extremely hyped, and then I watched it on Twitter myself after uploading it, and I was like, this is really hype. It was just, confirming my, kind of bias, I guess, but it just made me so happy, because there's so, that feeling you get when you play the game, when you have that win, you can actually see it, and I was just, that, the Yabuki obviously was the first moment that happened, but I don't know. What do you have any words on these nominees?
Yeah. So I know, I know people were saying, hey, these aren't necessarily the best parts of those plays, and I think what we wanted to capture was necessarily the moment and the feeling that you get when you win a crazy set, or you overcome some crazy odds, or just some personal obstacle, and those were kind of what we wanted to highlight. And I think all of these moments were fantastic. I really enjoyed watching Smash Out Hunger when Gil and Hanukkah played. That entire tournament was really hyped, because we got to see a lot of people at these local events who had never met up. And then there was NEC, I think a couple weeks ago, where Gore and Traplord and people met up. And those are some of the biggest moments, because we're this grassroots online community right now. And when we finally get to meet up in person, it's just I want to give everyone a hug. It's so freaking awesome. So I all those moments really awesome.
Yeah, I think definitely these moments are the ones that we will kind of cherish for a long time, because, always looking at the Bigger Brother Smash, there's, the Smash documentary that's just when it's talking about these, people in the early 2000s, and it's just they're traveling, across the country, and it's crazy, and it's, we're there, we're just there right now, but we have all of these modern things, but we're still starting out. So it's just for me, it was just so heartwarming to see it was as hype for me to see Smash Out Hunger as seeing an ESL tournament with a huge production value, because I was seeing Formal Cat and Akiyosho sitting next to each other. I'm like, oh my god, who's going to win? So
exactly.
I think obviously that's kind of personal for me, because I know these people, but I think a lot of people were hyped for that too. But I think it's time to announce the winner of this category. So I'll go ahead and do that. So a lot of people voted, and even though there's a lot of moments here, the winner of this category was very easy to tell. I could say by looking at the votes, but if we go and look at it, the winner of the play of the year is Kosuke Yabuki for his Yabuki combo and the E3 moment. So woo!
Woo!
Yeah,
there we
get
go.
that hype going.
Gotta get the hype on.
Yeah.
I'll get a blowhorn for the next one.
Get a Vuvuzela. No, please don't. Please don't.
Oh, I will. I'm gonna have it.
Yeah, the Yabuki combo, obviously is the, that's the it's so interesting how that was the first thing that were shown about the game, like when it was played. It's just like, oh, here's a game, and here's like the thing that you will remember for the rest of your esports career. It's like, whoa, shit.
Oh yeah. I mean, everyone calls it the Ibuki combo. Like, it's never been anything else. That's the only thing that people have called it, no matter where you are in the community.
Yeah. And actually, I read in an interview by Game Reactor, I believe. I thought it was like not too long ago, but it was some weeks after that tournament, where they actually interviewed Yabuki and asked, "Do you know that people are calling this a Yabuki?" And so I was like, "Oh, he knows about it. Maybe he knows about us."
That's awesome.
If you didn't know that already, he knows, guys. He's on to us.
He's watching. He's watching.
I wonder if he knows about Spooky Yabuki, though. I don't think he does. The mausoleum one now. Maybe I can just like rugby tackle him down at Evo and just like,
oh,
you have to know.
You have to know. You know this.
Maybe not. Maybe I'll just get kicked out of the country.
We'll see.
Speaking of Evo Japan, we wanted to discuss that a bit. There has been a lot of things happening, both getting to know about the tournament, the rules, and also surrounding it for the people going to the tournament. And so, not too long ago, I wrote a tweet saying that the custom arms were going to be allowed at Evo. And this was actually something that was we had no idea about until 2 weeks ago. We had our thoughts and prayers. We had our thoughts and people had their opinions, but no one actually knew. So, but what actually happened back then was that I had asked the Japanese community some week prior. There's a Japanese Discord, the official one where they only speak Japanese, and they have a Q&A chat there. So I asked them, and most of the people say, I think there were 3 top community members who said, well, we only do customs in our tournaments, so that should be probably it. And then I got a message after that, which were basically someone who had emailed Evo and gotten it confirmed that it would be customs. So that's how we knew. So it's interesting. I'm actually I'm hyped, but also really curious of how they will pull this off. There's I think maybe 250 people signed up right now.
We'll see. They must be in the works. I'm hoping.
Yeah. The thing that makes me wonder the most is like when I asked them and I said, in the West they do default arms only, and most of them were saying like, why? And then I am saying like, wait, why are you asking why? Why are you doing customs? And then I just explained to them, they don't have you can't unlock them. Like, what are you expecting them to do? And then they're like, oh yeah, that's true. And that reaction makes me think that like it could. 290 people signed up, by the way, and it makes me like worried, like the 1% chance where everyone will show up, like 300 people will show up at Evo, and they're like, yeah, so just we have the like on the, like the pre-bought arms here, just play customs, and everyone's like, but there are no custom arms on them, and they're like, what do you mean? They're not in the game, and then. And I don't know.
We'll see. I'm hopeful. They got this covered.
I hope so, at least.
Yeah.
That was one part of it. We got that confirmed. We also got confirmed that I think it's like 99% that it's Cinema Dew and Snake Park is not allowed, but the others are. But we'll know more as time goes along. There was also this entire event community thing that happened surrounding 1010 Man and Roboto Boy, who we mentioned earlier. Maybe Pineapple, you could just like give us a summary what it is for people who don't know.
Oh, what happened between
Yeah, or just like the GoFundMe and everything. That
basically, Tentaman was on his sponsor. Basically, backed out, and that was whatever. It happened, man. And the community came together, made a GoFundMe, and basically raised the money in like 2 hours to pay for Tentaman to go to Evo Japan now, which is awesome because we have quite a few Western and American and European players that are going to be able to go to Evo Japan. So now Tentaman is one of them, and it was really awesome to see that community come together really shortly and get him the money that he needed.
Yeah, I think because I've been like really looking into and trying to see who will go to Japan. Like I've been trying to like find these people, going back to Seoul and being like, talk to me, I need to know. And we have I made a tweet about it earlier. Let's see if I can actually get that up on the stream. Yeah, there we go. So the list as it is now, it's a bit different than the one I'm showing on the stream right now, which is on Twitter. Basically, it says me, Hanukkah, Nobi, Meow, S3. Carbo won't be coming. I've heard that from some French people. So unfortunately, there's no French person coming. Poppy, he made also made a GoFundMe and is going. So he's going to represent.
I'm so pumped.
Yeah, Breakthrough
Poppy's
Esports.
such a awesome guy. I'm really excited to see him to go.
Yeah, he was also one of the people that people wanted to see in the most exemplary community members. So hopefully we can see him shine there as well. Tutorupa. People might not know Tutorupa as much, but he's also a nice guy who will be joining us. Replicant, who's doing all of the designs for ARMS, the UK ARMS account. Sorry, I'm missing the name for it now, but he's doing a lot of work and helping a lot of people. So it's going to be really nice. TMO is also making, I guess, a comeback. He hasn't been as active as of late. I think Traplord might not be coming. Someone said that he wasn't confirmed.
Okay.
But besides this list, we also have Taiwan Ninja, who people have probably been seeing on WNF. As one of the people who has been, consistently coming to every tournament. And also Tentan now. So we still don't have Gore and Soul. No, Gore, Soul, and Resolve. Solve and Resolve. We don't have them confirmed, but we hope that they can join us as well.
Yep.
Have you been able to look at any of the Japan Grand Prix, Pineapple?
I've been able to watch. I've watched like the final parts of the last one where they had the big championships, and I have seen some here and there, just a little bit, time to time.
I remember we talked about and discussed like the predictions a bit of Evo. Did you have like anything or like anyone in mind for the winner or like the top 8?
All right. So one of the things that I know Defer and I've discussed this with other people regarding Evo Japan, is that the people who I think are going to do the best are the people who can adapt to this different metas, because I feel like Japan and the US do have pretty different metas in terms of what arms are used and what combinations are used and what characters are used. For instance, Springman is not prevalent in Japan, really. There haven't been any main Springman
so weird.
Top on the leaderboard, which is really weird because it's one of the biggest characters used in the other parts of the world. So I think that for Evo Japan, the top players who are going to place the best are going to be the people who can adapt very quickly to new play styles and understand how to switch between aggressive and defensive types of plays. So I would say out of the people who are coming, I'm kind of thinking that maybe we'll see Meow, probably Poppy. I could see getting pretty far, honestly, and Nobi. I think those are sort of my, I guess, 3 top predictions. Again, if Score and Resolve are going to go, of course, they will place well. I definitely think, though, that the key to winning Evo Japan for ARMS or placing in the top 8 is going to be your ability to adapt, understand, and read playstyles very quickly. Yeah,
I think for me, I'm thinking that Hanukkah, Nobi, and Meow will do well, of course. I'm certain I won't do well. I'm hoping that I still can cast, so I don't just drop out of pools and just stand in the back and just like, hey guys, yeah, you're doing great. I hope I'm not just that guy. So, But I'm thinking that Nobi is going to do very good in this tournament. No pressure to Nobi, just that's what I'm thinking.
No pressure, but if you lose this, man, you're kicked out.
That was the original agreement. No, definitely not. But yeah, so I think it's either way. It's going to be really interesting. I hope that they reconsider it and have arms on both the first and the final day. But if they don't, we actually have, reserve backup plans. There's going to be a bar brawl. I was almost going to say there's going to be a tournament in a game bar on the second day of Evo, which will basically have the foreign players and the Japanese players just meet up and play. And the people that we know from the community, like Pega, Sarakani, Omega Pen, Ku, all of those. Can't forget the Dick Yakuza as well, and maybe Sticky D. We'll see. But all of those guys and girls will be there, and hopefully we can get that streamed as well. I'm doing all of my streams from a laptop, so if I can get it into the building, I will definitely try to stream that as well.
That'd be awesome.
So let's check back into the thingy.
The thingy. We have the thingy.
Yeah, we have a schedule here. And we're going to look at the nominations for the most influential team. Before that, we'll have a little announcement from TCM, who sent us a greeting and a video that they wanted to showcase before. So we'll run that video, and then we'll do the nominations for most influential team. So stay tuned, guys, and we'll be right back. And I'll remember to mute you this time, Pineapple.
Yes.
Many ARMS teams have formed, but only one will come out on top. The nominees for the most influential team are Breakthrough Esports, Fellows in Arms, Empire Arcadia, Team Chroma, Neo Punch, Scrimp Squad, and Set to Destroy X.
Alright, so we had a lot of nominations in this category, because there's been a lot of teams doing a lot of teams doing a lot of things. Most importantly, I think what differentiates us versus the other communities is that, like, the teams is also a part of pushing the community. In a lot of bigger esports related communities, teams are just teams. They just play the game. But this is different, and I think we have seen a lot of teams doing a lot of good things. I think, and even if they're not doing things, like specifically tournaments, for example, STDX or Set to Destroy X with Gore and Resolve, I think has inspired a lot of people just by being around and just showing that you can be a sponsored person in ARMS. For example.
Exactly. Are we gonna go through all the teams, or you just wanna?
No, we can just go to the winner instantly. I think we have a schedule. It's good, Pineapple. You're keeping track of me.
Yes, we do have to maybe speed it along just a little bit.
All right. Okay. Well, take it away, Pineapple.
Okay. So our winner for most influential ARMS team is Fellows in Arms. I don't know how to. There we go.
So again,
pretty hype.
It's pretty hype for us. It's like, I'm sorry. Like, obviously, it's weird for us to announce us winning it ourselves. I hope that it's been because that people believe in us and what we do for this community, we are really appreciative of, like, the attention that we get, I mean, I'm still like now. Before Pineapple was saying in the break, "Hey, do you know how many viewers we have?" And I just like, "Oh, I thought we were like 15," and then it's like, "Oh, we have like 50 or 60," and it's I still remember doing, the first podcast we had 2 or 3 viewers, so
Yeah.
there's been a lot of things happening, but of course we can't forget the other teams because it's not just us doing all the things. And
No.
I think TCM has been doing all of the tournaments, for example. Breakthrough has also been showing just a professional look. Like, even though that doesn't sound like much, just having this like professional logotype and just having like the team, and you have to do this test to get into the team.
Yeah.
I think it just kind of builds a community in that sort of way. I don't know if do you have anything to add to this, or should we go on to the next?
Yeah. I'll just say a few words, and I'll say that I think one of the things that we need to give all the teams recognition for is that a lot of these teams where there's no financial backing, like there's nothing that we're getting from it right now, and it's amazing to see just how many leaders have come up for these teams and crews, and basically who will lead these teams not knowing if they're gonna get anything out of it in the future, and they just want to give their all to the community. And there's so many good players on all of these teams that are nominated, and a lot of them do host tournaments, and it's just awesome to see that. I think there is a lot of awesome teams, and then you have Set to Destroy with Gordon Resolve just being like the best of the best in terms of skill. So it was really awesome.
We didn't mention that, but of course EMP with both Traplord and S3 doing all of the tech videos and stuff. Like that's also an essential part of this Scrim squad. All of you teams have been doing a lot of things, and so we instead of saying, "Oh, we're so good with this kind of win," we want to say that everyone is good. So we're just happy that we're not alone, and we have all of these teams. And to kind of showcase that, some people might have seen this, but we have a highlight video from Fellows in Arms moments. So we wanted to kind of show you that as a thank you and kind of introduce who we are if you don't know us as a team. So we'll do that, and then we will go into another announcement. So we have a lot of stuff this evening.
Oh yes, we do. Lots of stuff.
So see you guys soon.
If you get one rush.
Oh,
you
Hey.
Give me those.
Somebody clip that.
Give me. Somebody clip that.
Oh, don't.
Give me.
No.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Can we clip that?
Yeah.
Clip that one.
Somebody.
That was great. Holy crap. Savage.
Yo, my man plays min-min?
Uh-huh. Oh my god, yeah.
Rock, paper, shoot! Rock, paper, shoot! Rock, paper, shoot!
No way.
Rock, paper, shoot! Rock, paper, shoot! Rock, paper, shoot!
No.
Ah, there it is. Let's go.
That was good stuff. Oh my god, I almost want to say that was planned.
Yes. Okay, so what is Steelhead's, what is Max Brass's, special ability when he gets grouped up like that?
So his arms stay permacharged.
Okay.
And
oh no,
the broken arm. Hanukkah with the magic pixel now.
Man, that is really the magic pixel. So the game has decided to give him one last chance to play, and
Hanukkah has rush now.
See if he can make the most of it. Unfortunately, that grenade is going to seal out that game, and that's going to be 3-1 for Blast.
Oh man, that's awkward. It's kind of cute. Are they gonna play the final now? He's not coming. He's not coming out. He's not coming out. What is happening? He's just standing there silent.
God, the end lag on the birds. What the hell?
Tasting his own medicine, but he's got him back in the corner now.
Yeah.
Quite really struggling. Oh, but he gets the grab to help him out.
Gets a grab and a rush.
This game is very close. Gets him, and then he's going to convert it to a rush. I think that's going to do it.
There it is. Oh, Nacious.
And he does it.
Oh, N-Man. That's the bracket, guys.
That is
close
Tuna
game.
And Jabroni.
Yep.
Gonna defend his title, defend the turf.
Formula
Cat. How did I?
The sum.
How did I read that so badly?
Oh my god.
Double kill. Easy.
This guy.
I took on like pretty much your 1v2.
Oh my god.
Man, Pineapple did so well in that match.
This guy was.
Yeah, thanks for that, Pineapple. That was great.
This guy was not cooperating with me at all.
All right, that was nice. I think we were all both laughing watching this.
Oh my!
Those are some good moments. If you guys didn't know, we have all of these like highlight videos on our YouTube channel. You can find them by just searching for Fellows in Arms network. And the first one was just basically a highlight montage that we did of our own clips. But then afterwards, we've been doing montages of the community. And which is basically just me putting them together and showcasing funny moments. But so if you guys have any moments that are happening in the community or like anything that you want us to see or want to be in these moments, highlight montages, just clip them and send them to me. On Twitch or Twitter or Discord. I'm actually doing the fourth one right now and looking for more clips. So, please send them to me.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I think the best one, were like the 2 moments from the Japanese Grand Prix. We when we were muted, both me and Defer were just cracking up. Like those things that was so funny. It's just so awkward. Like, why isn't this guy coming out on stage? Why aren't you here?
There are so many moments in the Japan Grand Prix where it's just like there's this like the awkwardness of both the production and like the kind of Japanese, like how do I integrate, like, because I was analyzing that like handshake, like when he did the wrong thing, and I think like I think it was Pega, like who was like he was going with the fist bump, and I'm like, that's a Western thing to do, and the other guy is like doing the handshake, and I'm like, oh man, so it's like the West versus Japan clashing. I'm actually expecting this to happen at EVO like so many times.
No, it's so funny, and I like how the Japanese Grand Prix, they did so many of them, and they obviously did like a really good production value, but I think it's just the little things that you forget when you're making an event or something, or just like these little blips on the radar, and then they like turn into this just hilarious moment, which was awesome.
I think, and I forgot to mention that, but all of these clips are of course from streams, so they're not these Nintendo clips where you... Because the funny part about these montages is seeing the actual interaction between people or reaction of people when that weird grab that Akio had. We're going to move on to the next thing. We have another small announcement. Some people
Yes.
might have seen it because we've already put it up already on our website, but
Oh, it's already been up?
yeah, it's been up for a couple of days. 'Cause I wanted to prepare it, but we'll basically just show it, and let's see if I can find it. Yeah, okay. So
Scroll over to the beautiful merch page.
Yeah, so if you guys didn't know, we have a Teespring. A Teespring is basically a website where you can buy shirts, and you can, you can earn money from it. So we have made, I've made shirts for every character in ARMS, and there's one even for Biff. So you can buy them, and they're up on our store. It's just teespring.com/stores/fellows in arms. So and for this stream, we have a discount code. So there's 20% discount if you use the code ACA17. So
yes.
And just to explain how the profits work, basically all of the profits that goes from that website goes to all of our projects. So, whether that is like getting someone a controller, getting us jerseys, or actually sending people off, or, in the future it might be even for tournaments. So, all of these things, we don't have any sponsors, so we're entirely funded by
we don't.
donations.
Please sponsor us if you're watching.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna go on too long of a rant, but basically I'm really hyped about these, and the discount code basically just gives us less profit, so it's just for your gain. So, if you want a shirt, get one, and you can do it cheaper.
So I'll just mention, I'll say something real quick. If people are talking about these in the chat, Defer has worked really hard at making these minimalist designs of the characters, and we're like, hey, how should we use these to actually, maybe not necessarily turn a profit, but to, make something that we can actually buy maybe. And this was this was a good idea. This is what we're going to do. So all the shirts are up there. There's one for every character. They look really sleek, and they're pretty minimalist. And I think they just look really clean compared to like maybe some cluttered stuff you could put out there. And can I say what we were thinking about doing in future months with the store in terms of other stuff?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so we did have in mind possibly in the future having like a limited edition, like 1 month that we run a like pineapple colored Kid Cobra shirt or an Akio colored Ribbon Girl. So that might be coming up in the future months. So, we'll have those limited printings as well, because Defer has all the assets to make these shirts.
Yeah.
So they're really awesome.
Yeah.
And
I've spent a lot of time to just make all the alt colors, and I was so happy when I finally could have a design that finally worked. Because I've been having these designs for like 5 months, and I'm like, what do I do? I think the funniest one I got when I edited Biff to look like a zombie, this kind of sounds weird, but I'm actually really bad at drawing. So when I did these, I was like, yeah, I can make stuff. Yeah,
I'm an artist.
Patting myself on the shoulder. So just check that out if you want to. We're gonna move on to the next category, which is Best Arms Cosplay of 2017, and now we have Biff back in the chair helping us. So we'll leave it over to him.
The nominees for Best Arms Cosplay of 2017 are Lilina Gogo as the Mighty Springman, Lee Kovacs as My Idol, Ribbon Girl, Ceterox as the Dashing Twintel, and Nick Robinson himself as the Gooey Helix.
All right, so there are a lot of good cosplays, and these were the ones we picked out, and we had a lot of people voting. Maybe you would like to announce the winner, Pineapple.
Okay. All right. So we will go a little quickly through these. So the winner for the Best Arms Cosplayer, I'm going to get this name wrong probably. I realize this now. Lee Kovacs as Ribbon Girl. Woohoo!
Yeah.
right,
Lee Kovacs, I would say, but yeah, you know, it's good either way.
Okay.
So yeah, it was very interesting to see. Lee, of course, did the Ribbon Girl cosplay. So if you don't know about these cosplayers, you should definitely check them out and support them, because cosplayers are also a part of the community, even though they're not in the game. They're actually helping a lot to just kind of, you know, like how many people probably knows more about ARMS when Lee Kovacs is walking around the convention and being like, hey, do you know this game? And they're like, I want to know. Like, so, and even I was so surprised when I saw Nick Robinson cosplaying as Helix. I didn't expect that.
My
him.
God.
I saw.
I just want to say, if I was at like whatever Comic-Con and I saw that Helix walking around, I'd be like, what the heck? I want to know where he's from. I want to play that game. That looks amazing. I want in.
Yeah, exactly. So please check them all out. We're going to move on to the next category, which is Best ARMS Artist of 2017. So we'll let Biff introduce the nominees and let him take it away.
The nominees for Best ARMS Artist of 2017 are Note Block for an exceptional remix of the ARMS theme, Frisbee, who draws, hey look, that's me, Gasove for his drawings of the ARMS cast, and Fidget, who has introduced many new characters to the ARMS League.
Alright, this category was very interesting because it was very close between two people, and yeah, I'm just going to announce it. So the winner for the Best ARMS Artist of 2017 is Gasove. Woo!
Amazing.
Amazing, truly. And as we said before, these have been voted, and I think even though there's winners, there's no losers. So if you don't know about the others, you know, definitely check out Gasaway. He has been doing so many like good drawings. I think, and he did the Resolve profile picture, I think, and
he did one of them.
Yeah, and his style is just so recognizable. So I could definitely see.
He is like, I always see him go into like ARM Central or like FIA server or something, and he'll just be like, "Hey guys, I drew this," and I'm just like, "What the heck? Like, you do this in like an hour or something? Like, it's insane what he's done." So it's really good to get some recognition on that.
Yeah, and of course, Frisbee, most people don't know, is from Japan and doing all of these Biff drawings, which are really cool, but we also have Fidget, who has done a lot of original ARMS characters, and you know, we talked about the manga before, and it had what was it, like 600 fighters, you know?
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying, like, if we have original characters and they're saying that there are hundreds of them, they're canon. Like, I'm just like, they're in my head canon right now.
Fidget's designs are so cool, though. Like, I love the Astro, or the Nova 3, I think is his name.
That's my
astronaut guy. He looks super cool.
Yeah, that's my favorite too. And of course, there's also a lot of people doing music. Ryo did an awesome cover of the ARMS theme as well, where he is not only doing the music, but you know, singing over this. And you know, there's a lot of people that we couldn't showcase here. But if you check these people out, they will happily show the people that they know. So we hope that we can spread the word in that way.
If you guys have not seen Hadria's work, you should check her out as well. She is a fantastic artist in the ARMS community.
Definitely. And we're going to go into the next category now, which is Best ARMS Stream of 2017. But before that, we have a greetings video from Miliv. So we'll play that first, and then let Biff take it away. So, see you guys soon.
Hoi, it's Miliv. just wanted to thank you all for everything you've done over the past 6 months. It really means a lot to me. It actually took me quite a while to just say anything on the mic, so thank you. Let's make 2018 a great year for ARMS.
The nominees for Best ARMS Stream of 2017 are Laura, Jarpin, Tintin Man, Mill Eve, Scrimps, St. Louis ARMS, and WNF.
Okay, I apologies for the production error there, but you might have seen that if it was too fast. We'll just show the winner again. If you didn't, well, maybe people didn't catch that. I'm not sure, but I'll just say it. The winner of the best stream of 2017 is Scrimps.
Woo! Good job, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Oh, people didn't see it. Oh, well, okay, we got saved.
People didn't see it. That's awesome. We were like, Defer clicked on it while he was muted, and he was like, "What? I just showed it." I'm like, "What do you mean you just showed it? Like, what are we supposed to do?"
Screams has been an amazing ARM streamer this year, and it's like no surprise that he won. Of course, there's a lot of ARM streams. Like when I went through the kind of like, oh, I'll just list all of the ARM streams. I was just like, oh, there's actually a ton, and there's so many people that we don't know, which I'm hoping to showcase in the montages, like even from Australia when I'm sleeping. But Scrimps has been doing so much good work. I think doing like mostly 2 or 3 days a week for ARMS. So
yeah, he's dedicated at least 2 days every week to ARMS for tournaments, and then there's side events and stuff.
Yeah, and of course all of the other streams that have been on, Miliv, who was doing the greeting earlier, has been also supporting the community so much. So I'm just super happy that I was streaming a lot in the beginning and I haven't been able to as of late. So I'm just really happy that there's others that are also doing that. And we have Laura, Tentaman, Jorpen, all of these guys, WNF. So if you haven't, go check these people out. Give them a follow and support them when they're streaming. Like even if you're by the computer, just leave it on. Raise those viewer counts.
Yeah, leave it on. It's totally okay.
Yeah. So to kind of commemorate this and the streamers, we're going to show the community highlights, the latest one that has been uploaded. I wanted to have the 4th one, but unfortunately it was not done yet. But it's going to come out soon, so stay tuned for that one, and we're going to check the 3rd one. So see you guys soon.
All 3 of his arms are poison arms.
They're all poison.
Yeah, one of them is like it's like a poison version of the Blorb, which are the like blue balls that that Helix uses. They're some of my favorite arms.
Not my favorite balls.
And
okay. Oh, wait, we have. He's standing.
We
got a standard.
Yeah. He's playing
okay.
He's playing Waggle. He's playing Waggle today.
What? Oh wow, kill him with it. Ooh, look at it! Look at him go! Ooh.
There you go, right there. There you go. Look at the flick of the wrist.
Look at the flick of the wrist. The wrist. The wrist. Oh, it's not just the wrist, but look at his mouth language too. Like he's going to the left and right. Yo, Adrian, left and right. Yeah, we did it. Oh,
a wound. I don't know.
Winning.
Damage is coming in. Oh, here we
go. Look at it! You're already dead. Hey, who would have thought, man? The wireless Joy-Cons.
Oh,
yo, Taiwan!
What's going on, bro?
What's going on, dude? You're getting flinged, dude.
Sitting down, looking all serious with that HyperX headset on.
Oh yeah, he is mad serious now, dude.
Yeah, can you just say "uh-oh" into the microphone like a bunch? What's the song? We haven't wrote it yet. Just say "oh." Like you just made the biggest mistake poopy in your life and you're really, really upset about it, and just say "oh" a couple times, and we'll write a song around that.
And JM not afraid of a little tramp action. Well, that's definitely sounded dirty. Oh, okay.
That did not come out right.
Oh, and they're going same color. This is a battle for the blonde supremacy. Oh, that sounded really bad. Never mind. Oh my god. I just meant Springman. I just meant Springman.
Not then what?
It was at this moment that he knew.
That was like in slow motion. Holy shit.
That I did. No! What? How is this happening? What just happened there?
The skill level of the opponent? What the fuck even was that? I need to just...
What? Hello?
Hello.
What just happened?
And that's the game, baby! Oh, what? No! Wait! Oh my god. 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 I can't believe that.
Down, right? Yeah, that's right. Both of them got rushes on round 2. Oh, and they pop rushes at the same time! Oh! Trading.
It's the most turkey-filled time of the year. Oh god! Poke him. Oh! GG superior! Oh my god, did that get up feel good. Oh, don't say GG to a Max Press. This is why. This is why. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Never say GG to a big Max. To a big Max Press. Don't say it. Don't say good game if it's not a good game. It's not a good game. It's not a good game! Oh my god. Never say good game to a Max Press. Oh my god.
I think that reminds me of something I saw where I think one of the producers for the new Dissidia said they're not using me.
No! I knew you were gonna do that!
I don't believe it!
Surprise!
Oh no! No, 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 no! Ah!
Okay, it's good.
Oh man.
Oh
Ooh,
wow.
Explosion.
Holy crap.
Fun. Oh.
What
That's
a
new.
reaction by Resolve. The hit confirmed by blowing up somebody else's arm. Are you serious?
Nothing just yet. These guys trying to find the right opening. Nobody thinks he sees. Oh, no way!
No way!
He uses the spring. He goes all the way above. I thought he was gonna land into a.
And ooh, just being very good at punishing the movement. Ribbon, that's kind of like what Kid Cobra's default set is. It's all about punishing movement. He's really utilizing that.
As relatively complex as his movement is compared to other characters, it's easy to forget all the different avenues you can take, and that can end up making you a little more predictable.
And this is hard. It's gonna be a hard. He dodges underneath, but he unblocks because of nervousness.
Caught him moving, caught him sleeping.
But he has his own rush. I wonder when he'll use it. Oh no, Akio's gonna come back maybe. It's so close. He goes for it, he gets the grab!
That's the grab!
Oh man, what an upset!
Absolutely wonderful.
Akio does not want to get close to that Ram. He's trying to stay
He's
far
trying
away.
to keep that advantage, but he might make a big mistake. There it is. That be it!
All right.
He takes the third game. Formal Cat advancing.
Fellows in arms has now just become fellows in harms.
Oh no, the fellows have been harmed. Is J Knight's hair flips a prize? Is it?
Air flips for everyone. There you go, cookies. Oh, yeah.
Like, you'd have to just avoid it, which there are multiple reasons to use all the arms, but Headman's he's got a
Doesn't land it and punishes it with the grab. See, Pineapple Freak says, Steelhead, I love you.
Oh, I love you too, Man, Pineapple is just one of the nicest people. Like, I know.
Yeah, Pineapple's the great. I mean, we had to stream yesterday. It was not quite late night enough to call it late night with Jenny Night, but we called it End of the Week with Pineapple Freak.
All right, hey.
Except Pineapple Freak wasn't there till the very end because he was there work.
Okay.
Which is sad. He called us from his car at the very end.
Oh, so sweet.
Yeah.
Definitely one of the most wholesome people this community has to offer, for sure.
Yes, the wholesome pineapple, both in nutrition and in attitude.
Exactly.
All right, and we're back. So yeah, sorry about showing the interview a second time there, but it's better than just cutting it off.
You made me material now for
yeah.
showing it work.
No, but I really love these montages. I came to think of that besides all of these streamers that are like shown in these videos, there are of course streamers on YouTube. Like the entire Japanese community is there. And of course, I want to give a shout out to Jedi and Skull Kid, who is also doing the on stream there. So hopefully we can work some of those clips into the videos as well.
Oh yeah, and since Defer properly muted my mic this time, you couldn't hear me laugh. We were laughing hysterically throughout that highlight reel. It was awesome. Those are all some great clips.
Yeah, I can't wait to the next one as well. So yeah, we are going to go to the final category of the evening, which is the honorable mention. And the honorable mention was mostly for us to kind of, give a shout out to Nintendo, but in a more formal way. So we're going to run the clip, and then we're going to talk a bit about the nominees. So we're going to let Biff take it away. So see you guys soon.
Yes, go Biff.
As for the honorable mention as Best Nintendo Representative, the nominees are... From Japan, the producer of ARMS, Mr. Yabuki. From Nintendo of America, JC Rodrigo. And finally, from Nintendo UK, James Delaganash Bowden.
So, we have one nominee from the bigger parts of Nintendo, UK, USA, and Japan. And I feel like a lot of people probably knows Yabuki by this point, if you haven't, or if, at least when you're watching this stream, you should. But some people might not know who JC or Delaganash is, so I just wanted to kind of, say that JC was one of the people who was pushing ARMS a lot in the beginning. I believe he is also the one who handled the E3 tournament and the Comic-Con tournament. So he was very kind of, sorry, did I burp into the mic? He was very supportive in the beginning of ARMS and did a lot of for us. So I think he deserves a shout out, and he's also the one who has been kind of regularly interacting with our tweets and giving us a shout out now and then, which is really supportive because a lot of people follow these Nintendo representatives. As for Delaganash, he has been very supportive for the UK people of ARMS, and has been pushing the tournaments, the ones that S3 was very prominent in, and now I think also with he's not the creator of them, but he has also helped with the kind of videos that are the competitive tips that has been for ARMS, which are really great. What is his name again? Nevbaumshiv? I haven't never said his name, I've just seen it on Twitter, but he is the one who is making all the kind of videos for that account, so they've also been supporting a lot. Then, of course, have Yabuki.
Of course, Yabuki. I think one of the things with Yabuki that I don't know, because I see a lot of developers or producers or directors of games that don't really care about their games after they make them, or they do, but they don't necessarily follow through in terms of after the fact. And I think Yabuki is an example of someone who you can see deeply cares about what he's created and wants to see it succeed and get into a fighting game community. And I think it's just something that you can see in his, like, the way he acts on stage or whatever. He just has this, like, this optimism and, I guess, kindness, like, in the way he approaches everyone. I think that's really sets him apart from a lot of other game developers in the modern time.
I think for me it's also been interesting knowing a bit of Japanese and seeing the Japan Grand Prix, and like I've been very kind of trying to see how he talks to people or talks about the game and trying to understand that, because there's like no translation of it anywhere. And he genuinely is really excited. Like when the matches are going on, he's saying like, "Whoa! Like I didn't know that was possible," or like, "How can he do this?" Or like he's actually like really getting into the games and really cares about them. And I mean, all of the casters are like, even though they just say that or sound that they're saying the same thing, they're all like reading the meta and everything. So it's like really cool. Mm-hmm. They're not just they're not forced to be there. It feels like they want to be there.
Yeah, because I mean, they could have easily probably gotten people to just do the tournaments for them, but it's interesting to see Ibuki be there every night they have one and just show his support for the community and the game.
Yeah, and I besides that, he's been like traveling to France and playing people. Even in Europe, I think I saw a video of him playing like a German guy in a random. I don't know what that house was, but he was just playing a guy in a house, and it was like really, just cool. Even though he doesn't speak English, they can just have this connection through the game. So it was just really wholesome seeing him there. But without further ado, we'll announce the last winner and the honorable mention of tonight. So maybe you could take that, Pineapple.
Yes. So the best Nintendo representative is Mr. Yabuki.
Ooh.
Of course, you gotta have Mr. Yabuki in there.
You gotta have Mr. Yabuki.
I hope we continue to see Yabuki's presence with the game moving forward. Like in 2018, I hope he'll still be there, and I think he will be.
Yeah.
And it's just, I think it was the obvious choice. I don't know.
I think for me, moving forward, the most prominent thing is going to be that, I had never heard about him before. Now I'll never forget his name. Like, we have so many people that have been famous for so long. Miyamoto and all of these people that got famous in the 90s, like Kojima. And then now it's just like I didn't know about Yabuki, and now it's just like I'm really excited, even if it's ARMS, even if it's another game, I'm just excited to see what he will be working on, basically.
Yeah, I think his charisma and the way he carries himself, like he almost reminds me of like Jeff Kaplan in terms of Overwatch, and how Jeff Kaplan's super pumped about his own game.
Yeah.
Ibuki has that kind of charisma and love for his game in a similar way, and I think that we'll see him sort of be like that one of those next big figures in community or in video games.
Yeah, and of course, if people have been joining in late for this cast, all of these winners have been voted by the community. We split all of the votes up, so we had about 60% made for the Google form document, and then we had one for the backroom, and then we had the Twitter votes as well that made 20% each. So all of these votes, I think it was around 300 votes, decided these. So we did not decide them. You did.
Oh yeah.
And so we couldn't have done this without the community, basically.
Yeah, being the mathematician and numbers guy that I am, I helped defer crunch some of these numbers, so you can be assured that they are unbiased and as accurate as possible.
Yeah, and it's good because I really suck at math. But
I specialize.
Yeah, and those are all the winners for tonight. This has been great. Doing this and like preparing all of this. Of course, the VODs will be up, and we'll do some kind of shout outs of our own to the community. Maybe you could go first, Pineapple. I know that you had almost like a list prepared here.
Of shout outs.
Yeah.
I wanted to say, like, Hadria as an artist, which I already mentioned. Cookies being an awesome Mechanica cosplayer, which I saw. Moosh, if you guys don't know Moosh, he runs the PA scene that actually hosted NEC, where Traplord and Gore were at. And he's a fantastic TO. And he's building a really strong scene. I know he has like 2 kids, so he's really busy as well. I'm trying to think of anyone else. We've also had like Austie. We haven't talked about Austie at all in this stream. He's another TO that's been helping out, and he's really busy with commentating like Smash. And then I also want to give a shout out to my man Poppy, because if you guys don't know Poppy Jr., he's wholesome. He's a wholesome boy. So he's such a great community figure and such a sweet guy, and I'm really excited to see him go to Evo Japan. I think that's about all. For me.
Yeah, for me, I'm just going to, of course, always give the shout outs to Pineapple and everyone else in the Fellows in Arms team. I don't think I would be able to do all of the things that I do without the support of my fellows. I've wanted to say that once at least. A big thank you to all of the nominees and everyone who has voted in this. As I said before, this couldn't have been done without you. Would have been really stupid if we had a community awards with 5 votes.
Yes.
And of course, I really, really want to give a shout out to the people in our Discord, the Fellows in Arms Discord. AM, Ryo, Y, Joshua, Rifa, and Rafa, of course. Like, it just warms my heart when I'm stressing out over these projects, and then I go on to Discord, and then I see like 6 people sitting in our voice chat, and I'm like, man, they're having so much fun. I'm too tired to interact with them, but it just makes me really happy to see you guys there. And also, last but not least, the ever-growing, small but growing Scandinavian community that we've got together. I think we're about 11 or 12 people now from both Sweden and Norway. And in March, we're going to look to make a tournament, maybe get Kujora in on the action as well. So shout outs, maybe I'll say something, just a quick thing in Swedish here. Hoppas att ni haft det kul och att det ska vara kul att se er nästa år igen. Så tack för att ni är med. Sorry, I just wanted to say thank you to them.
That's okay.
And I think that's about it. There's it's impossible to mention everyone in this stream, but I think this has been good. So for one final time, we'll leave it to Biff to sign us off and say goodbye. So see you guys, and thank you for tuning in for this episode of Fellows in Arms.
Yeah, this was awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you everyone for tuning into Fellows in Arms. Don't forget to follow these guys on their respective channels. As always, I've been your trusty arms commentator Biff, who is now signing off. See you next time.